Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if this is not your first time. If it is, my name is Donna and it's really nice to meet you. I wanted to come on here and do a quick walkthrough of this deck that I just got. I saw it in the Wizard's Tower. Dave was doing a live chat over in the Wizard's Tower and he was showing some of these cards and I saw one card and I said, oh my gosh, I have to have that deck. I had seen this floating around the tarot sphere and just never really cared to look at it until I saw that one card and it sucked me in. So this is the New Era Elements Tarot by Eleanor Piper. And I'm going to be in competition with a rooster today. You know how it goes. This deck, the cards are slightly smaller than a regular, like the Radiant Rider-Waite. So they're slightly smaller, but this is a US Games deck, and so this card stock is really good. Look at the card backs here. I'm going to flip this around, though, so that I can show the cards better. But I wanted to come on here and show my face and say hello. So I'm going to flip this around, guys, and we'll look at these cards real quick. Oh, no. And this is take two because my dogs have been absolutely ridiculous today. Like I said, I just got this deck, so I haven't done a whole lot with it yet. I have flipped through it, and I wanted to say that if you're easily triggered by certain images, this may not be a good walkthrough for you because this deck includes some violence with people as well as animals. And so some of these images may not be suitable. So if you think that you might be triggered, you may need to move forward. I myself am glad that I walked through this deck and looked at the images already because they invoked quite an emotional response within me. I got pretty choked up looking at some of these cards, which, you know, does not usually happen. That's the kind of deck this is. It's pretty powerful. The Fool is, we see a baby coming to the planet here, and, you know, there's an egg and a butterfly, so we've got, you know, new life and metamorphosis and growth, and this baby is coming to this planet with a lot of faith because we've got all of these animals around here, and, which, you know, indicate dangers of, of life, so I like that. This right here, the Magus is, the book here says, the New Era Magus is the pitchman for the go-getter who can communicate and persuade, who is always firmly in control, protects, representing the four elements surround him. The stock market graph behind the Magus reveals the shadow side behind the illusion that we can take total control in this manner. Sometimes the Magus is really just a trickster, and what he has to offer are only illusions. Which that's really a different take on the mage. Now, I am to understand that the High Priestess is actually a self-portrait of the deck creator. So that is a picture of Eleanor Piper. And I did watch an interview with her, and yeah, that's what she looks like. So that's pretty cool. She's got her tarot cards sitting out there in front of her. It looks like an RWS deck. The Empress is gorgeous. Of course, I'm a sucker for any kind of baby and cards. I mean, what a gorgeous image. This mother and her little one. And the Emperor is none other than Abraham Lincoln, which is, you know, it's just a different take. This deck is just so unique. This is one of my favorite Hierophant cards of all time, and I typically do not like the Hierophant card just because of some of the things that it invokes within me, you know, with the oppression and things that I felt coming from where I came from. And this right here is phenomenal. It's the Dalai Lama, you guys. The only other Hierophant card that I really love is the one in the Mary L, the first Mary L. This right here, this Lovers card, behind them is a family tree, and the initials that you see intertwined through the branches are those of their children and grandchildren, which is really cool. It's testament to this couple who was young once and fell in love and made the decision to get married and made that commitment, and a lifelong commitment, and through the hard times they stuck it out, and it's just really a gorgeous card. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. The Chariot is kind of a funky card for me here. I will read to you what it says in the book. When warriors used chariots, they pretty much played the role of the tank on a battlefield, so that the contemporary take on the card replaces the Sphinx-drawn cart with a Trojan armored vehicle. It's not primarily an attack vehicle, but one that clears a path going forward. Its closed and heavily shielded front embodies the closed-off feel of the traditional arcanum. So this is like, to me, it looks like farm equipment. I have a lot to do to get to know this deck, clearly. Adjustment is the Justice card in a regular tarot deck, and this is kind of more in a Thoth, or Thoth, however you want to say it, with the Justice being the 8. So, but this absolutely indicates balance and everything that you would expect for a Justice card, pretty much. The Hermit card. I mean, how awesome is that? For this deck, the old man is transposed into a modern urban setting. He is slowly picking his way along the pavement before a wall adorned with graffiti showing a mountainous landscape. Like the traditional hermit, he has a walking stick, but his lantern now takes the guise of a street light. How cool is that? Now this one here, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I totally get it. The roulette table. You've got your poker cards. I mean, it's a game of chance. And also something that is chance is the DNA that you're going to get, you know, from your family. So that's just pretty stinking cool, I think. I like that Wheel of Fortune card, and the wheel is usually not one of my favorite cards. The Strength card here, I'm going to read from the book here. This card shows a male lion with his cub. Male lions can be vicious when they take over a new pride. However, if the cubs are on their own, that aggression vanishes. Excuse me, I can talk, I promise. And they will allow their own offspring to jump on them, bite them, and generally be as much of a nuisance as they wish. It is quite a fitting image of contained aggression. I like that. Okay, now the Hanged Man here, I mean, he's not tied up. He's hanging upside down. He's got his arms crossed in front of his chest, kind of closed off, because this is kind of a personal endeavor for enlightenment or whatever. I think it's a gorgeous card. I'm going to try to move faster, you guys, so I don't have this going forever. This Death card, there we go. The Death card, you see poppies there, and I'm going to read a little bit why. This card has the most of the drama of traditional death cards removed. Touch your face and you can feel your own skull beneath. This is a very intimate reminder of death. Behind the skull, there is a background of poppies, both to show that there is new life and death, because the flowers are very fragile and traditionally associated with sleep. Temperance. Now, this one says, on this card, we see a young Indian man engaged in the gesture of offering water to the sun as part of his morning bathing ritual. This rite, which has been practiced by Hindus for thousands of years, picks up on the elemental marriage of fire and water. As the ritual cleanses and balances the devotee, it lets them start the day off with a profound sense of equilibrium. So that's pretty cool. This is one of those cards, guys. There is no central figure of a demon in this deck, and the Devil card just shows us the victims. Modern evil cannot be blamed on something satanic being, on some satanic being. It's done by the person next to you in a crowd who may harm you simply because you have the wrong color, sexual orientation, or belief. Ideology is invoked to justify it all. And this is taken from an image of some victims in Rwanda, according to the artist. Yeah, this is another one that is definitely, you've got the, obviously one of the Twin Towers on 9/11, and the, yeah, see guys, that's it. That really gets me. It's the breaking down of the Berlin Wall. I'm gonna turn it. Sorry guys. I can't sit and look at that. The star. Oh, the star is a welcome sight after that. Geez, and I'd already seen these cards and they're still doing that to me. The star is, yeah, a lighthouse, so that makes sense to me. The moon, you've got the moon with moonflowers, which is pretty cool. It's a gorgeous card. And then the sun with sunflowers, so it's kind of a it's kind of cool. I'm going to try to move this along. Judgment is really an interesting card here. I mean, I get it. Just looking at it, I get it. But I'm going to read to you what the book says. This card shows an inmate and everyday scene of judgment. A man contemplates his own face in a broken mirror. His expression is ambivalent as he regards himself. Does he perceive himself as broken? Is he proud of himself? Can he look at himself objectively? Did he break the mirror because he loathes what he sees? So that's pretty deep. See what I mean, guys? This deck is just full of just deep imagery and meaning. And the universe is gorgeous too. I mean, the artwork is just incredible. Here's the Ace of Fire. I'm going to move along a lot quicker, I promise. And there are keywords at the bottom here. You'll also notice that you've got planetary symbology and astrological symbology, as well as the elemental symbology. So domination, exploration, perfection, conflict, victory. Okay, come on, focus. There we go. Victory. Oh, I love the look on her face. And bravery. Two of my sons are firefighters. To me, though, this looks like these could be firefighters running into those buildings on 9/11. Swiftness. Power. I'm going to look at the book on this, I think, because I'm not really understanding. I mean, it looks like a power plant of some sort. The card shows the pre-amplification chamber at the California-based National Ignition Facility, which serves to increase the energy of laser beams. This central point where the energy condenses radiates with 9 beams of light to reflect the number of the card. That's interesting. Okay. I'm glad I looked that up. Oppression. Oh, geez. And see, you can see it on this cat's face. This artist did so good at depicting and capturing feeling in the faces of these animals and people that she draws. Look at this. And that is oppression. How do you get more oppressed than being caged up? Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. Daughter of Fire. And look at her. Look at her face. That expression, she just looks like she's ready to take on the world. She's got all kinds of ideas and oh, I love it. You can see so much in these faces. The Son of Fire. Wow. He looks like he could really, really lead. Wow, okay. And the Mother of Fire. It's amazing. It's amazing. You guys, there's no way for me to adequately show these cards and you understand how beautiful they are in person. Now we're into water. Love. Let me see. Come on. The seahorses. Yeah. Abundance. The Three of Cups. The Four of Cups. Comfort. Okay. And here's another one of those. Disappointment. Yeah. It is disappointing. But we follow disappointment with happiness. The Six of Cups. I love that. Those places where you can go and they've got this in the street where it shoots up water, those are so much fun. It's been a while since I've seen those. Illusion. That's pretty good. Wow. Seven of Cups, guys. Oh, God. Eight of Cups. Despair. I can't look at that. I can't. I know that these are just drawings, but it's pretty real for me. Repletion. Daughter of Water. She's gorgeous, isn't she? The Son of Water. Oh, wow. Every time I look at these faces, I'm just drawn in. It's like I'm picking up on who these people are. They're so real to me. I wonder if any of them are patterned after actual people, or if she just saw these images in her mind and just drew them. Because they have so much personality. Okay, come on. Now we're on to Swords. Two of Swords. Equilibrium. Grief. Yep. There's the Three of Swords from the RWS in his tattoo here, and that picture is also hard to look at. Truce. I wonder what's going on here. Let me see. Oh, I wish that I had just kept turning the pages and not lost these things here. This card shows 4 breeding albatross on top of their nest mounds. In their colonies, all of the nests are placed at equal distance so the birds cannot reach each other with their sharp bills. We need to withdraw to a place of calm in order to hatch our ideas at our own pace. Okay. I get it. Defeat. Now, I suppose this is only defeat if you are a fly, because it doesn't seem like that spider's defeated. And I hope we don't have any people with arachnophobia here. I happen to love spiders. Knowledge. That's cool. Deception. Let me read about this deception, you guys. Cuckoos do not build their own nests. Instead, the female seeks out the nest of a particular bird species and lays her eggs there. Usually, the cuckoo chick hatches before its step siblings, and the unwitting parent birds are tricked into feeding it instead of their own chicks. Yeah, and I've heard of that. And I know blue jays are bad about stealing eggs and nests too. I am to understand. That's secondhand knowledge. I do not know for sure. Haven't read on it, but that is what my husband says. So I'm going to take his word for it. Interference. Yeah, I'm not going to read it all out, you guys. Okay, this is another one of those. Looks like it's science class because there are pins stuck in the little paws, and so I'm not going to show that for very long. Cruelty was hard to look at. That would be the 9 of Swords in the regular RWS, and you would see the person sitting up in bed holding their head, having a nightmare. This is Destruction. This would be the 10 of Swords, and typically you would see the man laying there on his belly with all the swords stuck in his back. This is Destruction, but this shows buzzards, and buzzards and vultures. They're really good animals. I don't know what this planet would do without them, because they're like nature's cleaning crew. If it wasn't for buzzards, our planet would smell pretty rank, because these birds make short order of, you know, roadkill or things that, you know, animals that die in the forest. And so I don't know. I don't see that card as Destruction. But okay, the Daughter of Air. Oh, he reminds me of my nephew. I have a nephew that is part Asian, and he reminds me of him. Oh my goodness, isn't she beautiful? You definitely want to go to this woman and get advice. She's going to give it to you straight and lovingly. She is just... I really like her. And this right here is the card that I saw when Dave was showing cards in his live feed. And I said, oh my gosh, what is this deck? I have to have this because of this man. He's amazing. I love that image. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Earth, I need to move along. This video is getting crazy long. Okay. Change. The 2 of Pentacles. And yeah, and you can definitely see change here. Half the tree is barren. Okay. Work. Yes, that makes sense for the 3 of Pentacles. Definitely. The bees. I love it. Stability. Look at the root system. I mean, that is just breathtaking, isn't it? I have never seen roots like that, like to that degree, like in person. That's gorgeous. Oh shoot. Okay, Torment. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'm not looking at that very long either. There we go. That's your 5 of Pentacles. All right. Success. Failure. It's funny, we go from success to failure. Circumspection. Gain. Oh my gosh, I love playing in the dirt. I love this image. That tiny life that sprouted up, and oh, and there's buttons. Oh, okay. Wealth. Yeah, I see that. The Daughter of Earth. The Son of Earth. The Mother of Earth. Oh my goodness. I just want to go hang out with her, you guys. I can just imagine the things I could learn from that woman. The stories. And the Father of Earth. Oh my goodness. And at the end of this, we have a tarot spread card that comes up. So yeah, I think this deck is great. Hi. I've been back here the whole time. This deck is not one that I think that I would read for with clients. It's one that I think is going to help me do some work on myself. I think that I'm going to have to put a lot of serious thought into it. It's an amazing deck. It's an amazing. The artwork is just captivating. So if you guys, I better show you the book too. Sorry guys. It has a pretty good little book with it, y'all. And it gives you, for example, the Six of Air. It gives you correspondences of Mercury in Aquarius. It gives you keywords. It gives you the regular, you know, the card meaning, but then it also has an exploring the card section. And that was the part that if I was looking in the book, I was reading aloud to you. So yeah, this is a pretty good little book. It has about the author in the back. See? So this is, it's pretty good. And it's cheap, you guys. I think I got this for under $15 on Amazon. So the New Era Elements Tarot. Go check it out. But beware. Have some tissues or something, because the first time that you sit and look through those cards, it's going to get you. It might. It did me. Okay, guys. Bye.